Hey everybody, Andy here. Let's talk about episode 3 of the new X-Files miniseries, Mulder and Scully Meet the Wolfman. Now, I'm pretty excited about this episode for a couple of reasons, but first because it has nothing to do with the main story arc. There's no aliens, there's no real character development, there's no recurring characters, no Skinner, no cigarette smoking man, nothing like that. All it has to do with is a monster, and it's also, on top of that, it's a comedy X-File episode, which there is a handful of, and they're usually pretty entertaining, and this one does not disappoint. So that being said, let's jump into the episode. The episode starts with two people having a good time in the woods. A monster comes running out of the woods and scares the crap out of them. They investigate where the monster came running from, and they find 3 dead bodies. Next, we see Mulder and Scully at the FBI office, and Mulder is going over old cases and saying how naive he was and how he believed in all these monster cases, and how all of these monster cases have been debunked. Scully then says, "We've been assigned a monster case." They go to the site of the investigation, and Mulder is still questioning everything and wandering around the crime scene and saying how this can't happen and how none of this is real. The 2 witnesses have a sketch artist sketch the monster, and they both explain it differently. Next scene shows a monster supposedly attacking a transvestite at a truck stop. She fends him off. Mulder and Scully ask what the monster looks like, and she gives a different description. They're all very similar, but they're all different at the same time. Mulder and Scully are then investigating the truck stop. While they're there, Mulder is messing with his telephone. He got a new phone app, new photography picture app on his phone, and it's just taking pictures like crazy. They find another dead body. They then proceed back to the truck stop because they found the dead body a little outside of it. They're talking, and then the monster attacks Mulder and another man that he's talking to, and Mulder may have taken pictures of the monster. While at the truck stop, Mulder and Scully chase a man who they think is the monster into a porta potty. They open the door, and it's an Australian man on the toilet. Mulder and Scully say sorry, walk away, shows the man get off the toilet, and he has horns that are retracting into the back of his head. The pictures that Mulder have taken of the monster are your typical run-of-the-mill monster pictures that are really blurry, very close up. You can't see anything, but one of them shows blood on Mulder's face, and he says he shot it out of his eye. The monster shot blood out of his eye. Scully says she doesn't believe it, but then Mulder says that horned toads shoot blood out of their eye as self-defense. So Mulder thinks that there's a giant humanoid horned toad running around attacking people. Mulder and Scully check into a hotel, and Mulder he overhears the owner of the hotel fighting with somebody. He goes and investigates. When Mulder goes back, he sees that there's a hotel door open and a hotel room that's been trashed. He goes in and finds a secret passage. In the secret passage, it leads back to the hotel owner's office, and the hotel owner says he saw a monster in the room. Mulder gets medication that's prescribed to the monster while investigating the destroyed room. The medication leads him to a psychiatrist who tells him a story about a lizard, monster, dragon, humanoid that can only be killed by green glass being stabbed into his appendix. Also, in the trashed apartment, they find a bag to a cell phone store. Scully goes to investigate that cell phone store. When she gets there, she says she thinks she found the suspect. When Mulder shows up, the cell phone store is trashed and the man is gone. Scully says she doesn't know what really happened. The psychiatrist tells Mulder that the man is absolutely crazy, and if he's feeling these episodes come on, that he should go walk in the nearest graveyard and think about what he's doing. Mulder says, "Is that normal?" He says, "No, but this guy isn't normal." Mulder finds the man walking around in a graveyard, holding a green bottle in his hand. The man tries to get Mulder to kill him. Mulder says he'll do it, but he wants to know the whole story first of how he became what he is. The man agrees. Okay, now this is a good point where spoilers show up. So if you don't want to know spoilers, cut to the end of the video. The Australian man, the monster, starts telling a story. I'm not going to be able to give the story justice, so I'm not even going to try. It's pretty funny, pretty hysterical at times. So I really think you should probably watch this episode just for this last scene here with this man, because this Australian guy, I don't know if he's really Australian, but he's got an Australian accent, and it's pretty funny, so watch it. Basically, it boils down to that he's just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and he was bit by a human. So he's actually a lizard monster, humanoid, that was bit by a human, and now he's a were-human. and Fox can't believe it. He thinks it's too fantastic to believe that there's a lizard monster that was bit by a human, and now he's a were-human. While all this is going on, Scully is still doing autopsies on the dead bodies. She finds blood from a victim that isn't the victim's blood. That blood is the same blood of one of the witnesses that was helping out at the truck stop. You got that? I don't. It happens that he works at an impound for animals. She goes there and catches them. Mulder shows up, and she's already taken care of everything. So it turns out the monster had nothing to do with anything, and Mulder goes and finds him and tries to talk and wants to know more about it. The man says that he needs to go in hibernation, and he needs to leave now. And Mulder says Mulder wants to understand what he is. The man turns back into a lizard so Mulder can see, and then he runs away. So Mulder finally gets to see, up close and personal, eyewitness, first person, whatever you want to say, first time in his life, a monster straight up in front of him. So he knows that it's real and that it exists. And then it ends. So overall, I really like this episode. I'm a big fan of the Monster of the Week episodes, especially ones that are goofy like this. So I'm really glad that they did it. I'm looking forward to next week's episode. It also looks like it's going to be a Monster of the Week, but more serious Monster of the Week, which is fine. I'm looking forward to that as well. Thanks, guys, for watching. Again, my name is Andy, and I will check you later.